All right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. It's your brother Atazwan Bayat. I'm going to bring a short lesson. Okay, it's going to be real quick. Saw this article here from ABC Channel 7, right? And it says, mystery surrounds WW2, which is World War II era, quote, ghost boat, end quote, found in drought-stricken California lake. All right, so we'll read this article, but here's a picture of this rusty old World War II boat. And see, Esau like to go into, go down memory lane and be in nostalgia, and they come up with all kind of things to kind of boost, right? Try to boost the camaraderie and things of that nature for the American people, right? This is a downtrodden time here in this country, so they try to bring the morale up, is what I want to say. When they bring stories like this out, World War II, when America was just great, right? Went throughout the earth just taking whatever they want, killing, doing all kind of things on the manner of the seas. Okay, so this is an old rusty boat that they found, okay, in a lake, a dried up lake in California. Okay, so we'll read the story, we'll watch this. Matter of fact, let's just watch this little clip, if it'll play. Okay, and then we'll read the story and get a few scriptures, because what this reminded me of is in World War III, okay, you ain't gonna find nothing left, okay, to build up your morale. This place is gonna be done away with, and everything on this side will be straight ashes, and you won't have to worry about going down memory lane when World War III, okay, hits this place. All right, so this is kind of what made me think about the scriptures, is looking at this, and you get tired of damn Esau always walking around in their pride and always bringing up what they did, right? But they do it in a way in which they try to make themselves heroes. All right, so let's watch this little clip here.
Historic drought dropped water levels at Shasta Lake low enough to reveal a piece of World War II history. This sunken military ghost boat, discovered last fall, was part of the USS Monrovia, the headquarters for Commanding General George Patton during the 1943 invasion of Sicily. General Dwight Eisenhower also stepped foot on the Monrovia, which was also used in other invasions in the Pacific. This smaller boat is being restored so it can be displayed in a museum in Nebraska.
See, they always want to put something on display and what have you, right? Make it a nostalgic piece. So anyway, let's read a little bit about this. It says Redding, California. I want to say that's kind of in the northern part of California. I could be wrong. A World War II era boat was discovered at drought-stricken Shasta Lake in California, the U.S. Forest Service announced. Okay, then it says the Shasta Trinity National Forest shared photos of the vessel it called the Higgins Boat, or Ghost Boat, on Facebook on Sunday. Officials discovered that the boat has 3117 marked on its side, which is said is confirmation that the ship was assigned to the attack transport USS Monrovia, according to the U.S. Forest Service. And so they want to restore this thing, right? Put it in a museum. Okay. The boat was also used as a headquarters for General George S. Patton during the 1943 invasion of Sicily, the Forest Service said. I don't know how much you believe that. They always try to add some extra shit in there to try to make it significant. But whatever, we'll go on with the article. Dwight D. Eisenhower also was on this ship at that time, and it went on to a further 6 D-Day invasion in the Pacific, it wrote on Facebook. It really is quite remarkable how it emerged from the lake with so many stories to tell. The Forest Service said any restoration will be done to preserve as much of the integrity of the boat as possible and will hopefully preserve it in a weather combat fatigue look. And that is how it is intended to be displayed at a museum in Nebraska. How the Higgins boat sank remains unknown, but drought conditions in the western U.S. have led to other discoveries. Okay. So anyway, here's this old World War II boat. Okay. And they used that to move troops and supplies and things to the shore, without the actual battleships or what have you getting too close to ground. All right. So anyway, like I said, that just reminded me that when World War III happens, you won't have shit to come look for, okay? Because it's all going to be done away with. This is Revelation chapter 11. Matter of fact, Salaki, let me go to this first. This is 2nd Ezra 6, right? And we read this scripture all the time. Verse 7, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and we're in that stage right now. This is the end of Esau's world. So they're trying to muster up as much as they can, okay, to show you their glory. But it's going to fail, all right? This present world is failing as we see it every day. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? And so Jacob is coming up next. But we know that there's some things that still have to go on, right? The implementation of the saith, the MOTB, World War III, okay, famine, all right, Jacob's trouble, okay? These types of things have to be full blown, all right? But we can read about it, here in the scriptures, okay? So let's jump in right here in Revelation 11:11, and it says, or it reads, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and them being the Israelites, right? That we had gone so long on this side of the earth, right, in the Western Hemisphere, where we did not know who we were. All right, Esau was in power and was able to just call us whatever they wanted. The flavor of the day, the flavor of the month, whatever name they wanted to tag on the Israelites is what they did. Now that is a form of prophecy, okay, for the Israelites, all right? But roughly around 350 or so years here on this side, particularly here in America, all right, we were called all things except, as the saying goes, a child of the Most High, okay? So let's get back into the verse. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, right? We begin to wake up, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And you're starting to see that with these Edomites today. They are fearful, particularly starting with the 144,000, or if you will, the prophets of the Lord, who have stood upon their feet, have the breath in them, and are prophesying the downfall of this place, all right? And prophesying the future of Esau, Edom, okay? Verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them, right? Before that terrible day of the Lord and destruction, all right, upon this place, the Lord is going to move his faithful out of the way and take them up into the chariots, right, where we'll be changed, you see. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and 10th part of the city fell, and in an earthquake were slain of men 7,000, which is a complete number. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven, right? Praising the Lord and thanking Him for counting us worthy, Lord willing that we make it, right? To be taken out of the way. Verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly, right? And that's that day of the Lord. The destruction is going to turn this place out, okay? And there won't be no goddamn boats, no houses, no tankers, no federal monuments or buildings and such that will remain, okay? This place is going to totally be flattened. This is Revelation 17 and 15, and it reads, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth are peoples, multitudes, and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and that whore is Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. This place is going to be destroyed, burnt with fire. Okay? For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will. You see, these other nations, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Yeah, this place is going to be destroyed. Okay? This is Revelation 18. We'll start right there, verse 1. And at the top, you see it reads what? Babylon is fallen. And it's not talking about ancient Babylon. Okay? It's talking about this place. Verse 1, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You see, and this place is going to become a wild desert place for wild, creepy animals to dwell. Okay? For all nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth were waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Again, moving the righteous or the elect up into the chariots. Now, I know it reads in a way in which some may think that it's talking about coming out of the ways of the world, but this is really referring to going up into the chariots. All right? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled, fill unto her double. Right? Heavy, heavy judgment, heavy, heavy punishment from the Most High. Okay? This is Joel chapter 2. Let's just start at verse 1. All right? Again, referring to what? As you see at the top, a terrible visitation. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth, and land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them as the appearance of horses and horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. As a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one to his ways. And they shall not break their ranks, right? And this is really referring to those nuclear missiles flying, right? Not missing their targets. Not going off astray. Okay? And it's going to destroy this place. Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? And you can read the rest of chapter 2 and 3. Okay? That day of the Lord is going to be painful. All right? Things are going to be set on fire. Even the air, okay? And a lot of people will say, well, how's the air going to be on fire? These devils have polluted the air, polluted the sky, filled it with all kind of aluminum, you see? All right? So everything's going to burn. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, right? There's that noise again. You see? The explosion, the rocking, the booming of these missiles. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right? The works therein shall be burned up. Everything. Automobiles, buildings, you see, monuments of Edomites, old battleships, planes, buses, trains, you name it. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? So there you have it. This is just a short, quick lesson. And seeing this story and knowing how nostalgic Esau is, filled with their pride, you know, about a goddamn rusted out, beat up ass World War II fucking boat. Okay? And they'll put a lot of time and money behind that as a fucking piece of shit relic, okay? So that they can stand in their pride and look at that. But when World War III comes, don't worry. You won't be finding any fucking boats after that. All right? So anyway, pretty much that's it. I don't have anything else on it. You know, like I said, it just sparked me to do this little lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying and comforting to the elect out there. And give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching this truth that has gone all around the earth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. I'll see you all again real soon with another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.